Up a lazy river by that old mill run, that lazy, lazy river in the noonday sun. Linger in the shade of a kind old tree. Throw away your troubles, dream with me. Up a lazy river where the robin's song awakes a bright new morning, we can loaf along. Blue skies up above, everyone's in love. Up a lazy river with me. Lazy summer sunshine, warm upon my brow. Sit and watch the seasons passing by me now. Green upon the shoreline, blossoms into gold. I don't need a reason to possess all I behold. Time stands still, and here we drift between the present and the past, holding on to who knows what. This moment cannot last. Feel the spray of water, mist upon your face, gentle kiss of summer on this time and place. Like a ballerina, the channel is her stage. Time is here suspended until we turn the page. Floating on the water, on this lady fair, Old Man River smiling, doesn't seem to care. Lady of the river lies in his embrace. Father of the water shares this special place. 'Twas the 30th of June in 1870 when the Natchez set to racing the Robert E. Lee. From New Orleans to St. Louis town, 10,000 stirring gamblers laid their money down. At 5 p.m. Captain Cannon was in place on the Robert E. Lee to start that river race. Captain Leathers on the Natchez was all loaded down, but the Lee traveled light, they were St. Louis bound. All eyes were strained down the river to see, be that the smoke of the Natchez or the Robert E. Lee, with steaming pipes and smoking stacks and crew in harmony. They paddled up the river and down in history. At Baton Rouge, the telegraphers waited anxiously to send the message out as to who was in the lead. Then riders on the Lee saw the bonfire light, so Captain Cannon waved as he passed through the night. At Prophet's Point it happened, the crew had not foreseen. The Lee slowed to a stop with pipes of spewing steam. When boilers finally cooled and the crew made their repair, the view of the Natchez filled Cannon's southward stare. All eyes were strained down the river to see, be that the smoke of the Natchez or the Robert E. Lee, with steaming pipes and smoking stacks and crew in harmony. They paddled up the river and down in history. The Natchez stopped for fuel to load and unload freight. The Lee had it brought in, old Cannon would not wait. Through breakdowns and repairs, the Natchez fell behind. When fog set in, the captain got winning off his mind. On Independence Day at 11:33, the folks of St. Louis could see the Robert E. The Natchez floated in at 6 o'clock that day, unloaded freight and passengers, and Leathers got his pay. All eyes were strained down the river to see, be that the smoke of the Natchez or the Robert E. Lee, with steaming pipes and smoking stacks and crew in harmony. They paddled up the river and down in history. They paddled up the river and down in history. I've seen it 1,000 times. People lay back and rest their minds upon the water, cool water. Have you ever been for a stroll? People say that it's good for your soul upon the water, cool water. Now we knew that you wouldn't float, so we provided you with this boat upon the water, cool water. Sometimes life can take its toll, so you and Twain should take a stroll upon the water, cool water. I've seen it 1,000 times. People lay back and rest their minds upon the water, cool water. Well, one of the things about riding a riverboat like this is a place to relax. You get out here on the water and you get away from it, and it's not like you can push things. It's not like you can be in any hurry because you'll get off at the same time everybody else does. Bandana on his forehead keeps the sweat away. Trowel in his right hand to make that mortar lay. Brick in his left hand, he'd said just the same. And if you ever saw him, Mason was his name. What he done still stands today. Moved to the city in 1853. Mason was his name, so that's what he would be. There would be a building and he would be to blame. And if you ever saw him, Mason was his name. What he done still stands today. Down through the decades, rain beats away. Over on the south side, the sun eats the clay. Hey, but Mason, what you done still stands today. Set that plank a little higher if you please. Mix that mortar, start out on your knees. Plumb as a string bob and I with an aim. And if you ever saw him, Mason was his name. What he done still stands today. Worked all through the heat, sun up, sun down. Hardly was his name noticed in town. Must have been 1,000,000 of Masons cross this land. And if you ever saw one, you should have shook his hand. What he done still stands today. Let us pause in life's pleasures and count its many tears, while we all sup sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days have you lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. There's a pale drooping maiden who toils her life away, with a worn heart whose better days are o'er. Though her voice would be silent, 'tis sighing all the day. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days have you lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Seek mirth and beauty and music bright and gay, there are frail forms fainting at the door. Though their voices are silent, their pleading looks still say, oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days have you lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times times come again no more. Oh, hard times come again no more. Dance to the rhythm of a Cajun beat, and the night goes on and the band plays harder. Magic in the music makes you tap your feet. Suddenly heart says walk on over. Worst she can do, say she's sorry. Don't have time to waste on worry. Gotta get up the nerve to ask her, and if she'd care to share this dance. Could come back tomorrow, but there's no guarantee. Ain't no chance worth taking if I don't take a chance on me. Step to a tune, waltz with the moon, kicking up stardust, falling from heaven, caught up in the moment of a melody. Wishing this dance could last forever. Worst she can do, say she's sorry. Don't have time to waste on worry. Gotta get up the nerve to ask her, and if she'd care to share this dance. El loco say. Winter was cold way up north. Snow was deep on the ground. Then it was spring, and the sun came out with no snow there to be found. Where does it go? To the valleys below, to the rivers that flow from the streams, raising the river wherever it goes, and chasing young men's dreams. Some men build in the lowland, some use the river for trade. Some farm the ground and throw seeds all around and hope that the river won't raise. So the snow that melts from way up north and the rivers that fill from the rains flood the farmers' fields and the people's homes to be never the same again. Where does it go? To the valleys below, to the rivers that flow from the streams, raising the river wherever it goes, and chasing young men's dreams. Even say, why not move far away, away from the struggle and loss? But the people that stay grow stronger by day, so they live there whatever the cost. Where does it go? To the valleys below, to the rivers that flow from the streams, racing the river wherever it goes and chasing young men's dreams.